If you haven't heard this young man, and he is a young man who has written some amazing songs, he's played all over the United States, has been in the presence of some amazing producers who are in awe of his songwriting and his performance skills. Please welcome to the Taos Plaza Live stage, Taos' own Max Gomez.
Well, I know someday I'll be free. Yes, I know someday, baby, I'll be free. Yes, I know someday with a good Lord I will stay and awake with no ball and no chain. Yeah, I'll awake with no ball and no chain. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's good to be playing here. Center of my hometown. So over the last year or so, I've been doing some traveling, trying to record my songs and try and get them off the ground a little more than I have now. And I've had a little bit of luck here and there, and a little bit of bad luck here and there. And I was in New York City about a year ago, and I recorded this song. It's on the CD that I have for sale tonight. It's a play on words. It's called You Get Me High. I've been lost in love in a world above the ground I know, and I never want to come back down, 'cause you get me high. Everywhere I go, everybody knows, I guess it shows, that I never want to come back down, 'cause you get me high. 'Cause you get me high. Faster than a jet airplane, climbing higher to ease the pain. I don't ever wanna come back down. It's your heavy heart that won't let us part. And I know that I'm never gonna come back down, 'cause you get me high. Yeah, you get me high. Thank you. We're still running on schedule, right? Or are we gonna? All right. You know, I never play this song, but I told myself I was gonna do it tonight. This is about the first song I ever wrote that ended up getting a little attention from somebody somewhere, and I must have been 18 or 19. And I also recently recorded this one out in New York City. Let me know what you think. I saw you there in the ticket line, standing there doing nothing but doing it so fine. What did you see? That burning light, chasing two hearts through the night. We'll play that song, it makes me feel so good. Play it for the girl that wishes she could. What did you hear? That love is alright, chasing two hearts through the night. Well, excuse me, darling, would you dance with me? And take my hand to the symphony. When I hold you, it feels so right, chasing two hearts through the night. Well, you can spend all your time on a nickel or dime that's calling, but you can turn back the years and stop all the tears from falling. Well, come on, it's been a long night. Walk back with me and it'll be alright. Well, didn't you see that burning light, chasing two hearts, chasing two hearts, chasing two hearts through the Thank you so much. That's Thank you so much. That's the first song I ever wrote. Say, has anybody seen that cowboy singer by the name of Hearn around here? He might be around here somewhere, but maybe he wants to come and sit in on this next song with me. Well, if anyone sees him, you let him know that he's invited to play on this one with me. This is a song, it's a little something different. This was written by a songwriter and a great poet who's spent a lot of time around Taos. You guys probably know him, you know, maybe better than I do. Michael Martin Murphy. And this is my favorite song that Murphy's ever written. This is a song he wrote about a fiddle player who played up at the train station near Durango, Colorado. He'd play there to make a little tip money, and when he was done, he'd take that tip money and he'd go buy a little whiskey. There's a line in the song where Murphy sings, "Good whiskey never lets you lose your place." And what he meant by that was that Scooter, as he called him, needed a good drink of good whiskey so he wouldn't lose his place, to steady his hand on the bow of the fiddle so he wouldn't lose his place on the fiddle, the Cherokee fiddle. When the train, it pulled into the station, he rolled up his sleeves, he'd risen up the bow, he'd fiddled upside down the orange blossom special. Well, if you want to make a living, you've got to put on a good show. When he smelled the smoke and the cinders, slicked his hair back, opened up his case, played the Cherokee fiddle, he played it for the whiskey, 'cause good whiskey never let him lose his place. He was always there, playing for the miners. The Devil's Dream was a song they understood. But then he'd go back to Oklahoma, where he'd wait till the train was a-running and the weather was good. When he smelled the smoke and the cinders, he slicked his hair back and opened up his case. He played the Cherokee fiddle, he played it for the whiskey, 'cause good whiskey never let him lose his place. Dressing up like cowboys, and the cowboys are putting leather and turquoise on, and the music is sold by lawyers, and the fools who fiddled in the middle of the stations are gone. Well, some folks say they'll never miss him. That fiddle screeched like the engine brakes. That old Cherokee fiddle is gone. on forever, like the music that the whistle on that old locomotive makes. Now when you smell the smoke and the cinders, you slick your hair back and open up your case. You play the Cherokee fiddle, you play it for the whiskey, 'cause good whiskey never let you lose your place. No, good whiskey never let you lose your place. Michael Martin Murphy. Thank you. Michael Martin Murphy's going to be at Michael Hearn's big barn dance this year. I think they finally corralled him. He's going to be playing in September at the barn dance weekend. So get down there and catch him, and we'll all holler at him to play the Cherokee fiddle. So somewhere a couple years back, I got together with this singer-songwriter by the name of Sean Mullins. Anybody ever heard of that guy? I think one of the last times I heard him on the radio here in town was when Patty Mac was braving every minute of his life on the air while we were during the natural gas crisis. And when the gas was coming back on, everyone called in and requested Sean's latest hit, which is that song "Light You Up," to light the gas back on. Anyways, I got a few songs that were on Sean's last record. There he is, ladies and gentlemen, Michael Hearn. Well, anyways, me and Sean got together and we wrote a couple of songs, and we got together another time, wrote a couple more, and 3 of them went on his last album.
Check 1 2, check 1 2, check 1 2.
Get him a little in the monitor. And anyhow, this is one that me and him wrote. What's that?
I don't know, Max. Check 1 2. My vocal could be a little bit loud.
Sounds like a phasing kind of thing. But anyhow,
I could use a little more guitar aiding, please.
this is one me and Sean wrote that Mike was gracious enough to put on his last release, Life in America. He cut this as more of an up-tempo kind of a bluegrass thing. But I'm too slow for bluegrass, so we're going to do it my old-fashioned way. She said, I need to find some space. She was seeking holy ground, and so she left without a trace, and the walls came crashing down. Like the wild wind that was blowing, she flew from town to town, always guessing, never knowing, always lost but nearly found. And she don't know where she's going, she don't care where she's been. She gets lost in the moment, then she's gone again. And when the sky falls down on you, and when your heart can't tell what's true. Well, then maybe you will find you got nothing but time to lose. You got them Babylon blues. Babylon blues. Her eyes, they shine as she walks her desert sand, and blind faith burns bright behind them, searching for the promised land. And God only knows where she's going. She don't care where she's been. She gets lost in the moment, then she's gone again. And when the sky falls down on you, and when your heart can't tell what's true, well then maybe you will find you got nothing but time to lose. You got them Babylon blues. Babylon blues. The sky falls down on you, and when your heart can't tell what's true, well then maybe you will find you got nothing but time to lose. Yeah. You got them Babylon blues. Babylon blues. Babylon blues. Babylon blues.
She said I need to find some space. She was seeking holy ground, so she left without a trace. Walls came crashing down.
Thank you.
Yeah, come back up at the interview after Rule the World.
Mike O'Hearn, you guys are in for a treat, man. If you haven't seen Mike in a while, or if you've never seen him before, which I can't imagine that's the case for anybody here. That's fun. So years ago, I read this biography on Hank Williams Sr., and it's 200-page little book crammed with thousands of little stories. And one of the stories that stuck out and kind of stuck in my mind was this story about when Hank was on the road. They'd pull off at a diner somewhere off the interstate, and they'd go in and get something to eat. And the first thing Hank Williams would do is he'd go over to the jukebox and fill it with nickels and put on nothing but Hank Williams songs. Then he'd go sit down, and the waitress would come to take his order, and she'd say, "Can I get you guys anything?" He'd say, "Honey, you know who that is singing on the jukebox over there? That's me, Hank Williams." Anyways, that story stuck in the back of my mind, and about 3 or 4 months ago, I was sitting at a bar in California, in LA, and I saw this jukebox in the corner, and I recognized the company logo on top of it. This company called Touch Tunes. I had just done lots of ugly paperwork with, because we put some of the Sean Mullins songs that I had written on and played on in this jukebox, and I knew that those songs were in there. So I worked up the courage, walked over there and put in a couple of dollars, as that's what it takes this day and age. No more nickels, but paper bills. And I put on a couple of my songs, and this is the first one that came on. This is one me and Sean wrote called "Love Will Find a Way." Was it right? Was it wrong? Were you fighting for so long? Or did you try? Did you stray? Did you turn the other way? Was it too much to ask? Were you tethered to your past? Did you stay, hoping love would find a way? What you got, you can't hide, and it's tangled up inside. Where you walk, where you stand, with the world in the palm of your hand. Where you go, all you ever need to know is that love, yeah, love will find a way. So somewhere in the paperwork for that jukebox it says that me and Sean split a quarter of a penny every time the song plays. I don't even know what that means, but we're not making any money, that's for sure. Take a good look around. You got both feet on the ground. Kiss the pain and taste the truth while you hang on to your youth. You can fly far away and dream of yesterday and pray that love's gonna find a way. Yeah, yeah, yeah. What you got, you can't hide, and it's tangled up inside. Where you walk, where you stand, with the world in the palm of your hand. Where you go, all you ever need to know is that love, yeah, love will find a way. Sweet love will find a way. Baby, love is gonna find a way. Thank you. Thank you, Charlie.